What's up? It's your boy Kay, and I'm here with Isaac. Say hi to the people, Isaac.
Hello to the people.
We are back with fan-selected movie review number 3 over the Ridley Scott film Gladiator, filmed in the year 2000. Starring Russel Crowe as Maximus and Joaquin Phoenix as Commodus.
Roman general becomes a slave, becomes a ruthless gladiator, and then becomes the savior of Rome.
What a life.
10 out of 10. Best movie ever made, ever written. You can't get any better.
I, sir, concur.
Hey,
10
right,
out of 10.
That is right, you do.
10 out of 10 for sure. Now, I just want to start off by saying this is not exactly a fan-selected film.
True.
This is a film that we selected as a precursor to our upcoming movie review over Gladiator 2.
Yes.
Now, let's go ahead and get into this film a little bit. The first thing I just want to point out is I absolutely love the time frame and how well Ridley Scott expressed that in this film. This movie is about an emperor in the midst of a war, just finishing up the war, who wants to turn over the power to the people once again. He is ruling currently as an emperor, and he decides instead of giving the power to the heir, which is his son, he wants to give it to the Senate, which represent the people. And so he entrusts a general in his army to deliver that message. But betrayal strikes when the son kills the father and takes the power for himself.
Didn't see it coming.
It's who in power would want to give away power? And if you're the heir to power, I mean, come on. What a beautiful story to be told, and something that I think could have happened back in those days.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And now. Shoot, forget about those days. Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here's the deal. There are lots of movies. We've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of movies. And there's always probably bits and pieces that we would change up, maybe. In this movie, I would change literally nothing. Nothing. It was so well written. It's so well put together. I mean, just... And it's not just the writing itself, because that's perfect, but the filming of the movie is unreal. I mean, you get a glimpse of war back in that time at the very beginning. I mean, the first scene is unbelievable. And I mean, it's gory, it's in your face, and that's because that's the way it was back then. And then you get to watch the Colosseum, which that in and of itself, I think, sparks interest in everybody, because it's still up. You can go see it in Rome. But just the idea of what the things they used to do in there, which were just heinous reenactments of certain battles, and I mean, there's lots of other things that have happened in there, and just the interactions with the characters. So overall, I mean, just I can't say it is a 100% perfect movie in my opinion.
Yeah, one more thing that I would like to point out just about the time frame is that Marcus Aurelius, who was the emperor at the time, actually got rid of the games 5 years prior to this happening. And the new emperor who took charge, Commodus, decided to bring the games back to distract the people from basically the
takeover.
The new 30, 40-year reign of their new dictator, their new tyrannical emperor.
Yeah.
And I gotta mention how strikingly relevant this is to our own society in a sense. How sports, how NFL, NBA, baseball, how these things distract the people from what's happening around the world that they're living in.
It really
it's a very beautiful concept that can teach you something about current day. This stuff used to really happen. That's what the Romans used to do. Keep the people entertained, keep them distracted, and you can rule how you see fit.
Yep, for sure. And there's life lessons throughout the entire movie, but I think the two that stand out, which is kind of the same thing, but at the very beginning, what it shows you is that loyalty does not matter.
Yeah.
I mean, as terrible as that sounds, Maximus gave his life to Rome, a place he never even visited before. He's never even been to the capital. But for almost 3 years, he fought, he killed, he directed, he guided, and because in a moment where he just had some questions and was uncertain about what actually happened to the real emperor, Marcus Aurelius, Commodus kills his family and tries to kill him. So forget all the things you did for Rome. We're going to kill you because you didn't shake my hand. But then at the very end of the movie, you see that all the slaves / gladiators, they literally risk their lives so that Maximus can get away to go get to his army to then come back and save Rome, which we know doesn't happen because Commodus had figured out there was something going on. And so he ended up stopping all that from happening. But and then you get to the end of the movie where it's like, why not have the emperor and the general fight each other for basically who's going to take over? It's a perfect scene, very well put together. But life lessons to that entire movie for sure.
I mean, one thing that you just kind of mentioned a little bit, but I also just love the fact that you almost felt like, you know, Maximus, there was no way he was going to win all the way until literally the final battle of the entire movie. You know, all the way through him having his family killed, that feels like an L already. And then he gets to the games where, you know, the emperor discovers who his identity really is.
He thought he was dead.
And then, you know, Maximus, you know, gets his allies in order, tries to put together a plan for someone to buy his freedom so he can go back to his army and let them know he's still alive so that they can come and stage a coup there. And the genius Psycho that is played by Joaquin Phoenix, he discovers this plan basically by, you know, threatening his sister, and threatening to murder her child so that she tells him everything that was going on. And all that's snuffed out. And then all the way to the final battle where he handicaps Maximus by shanking him in the side right before they start fighting. And the people didn't even know about it. So he was trying to go out there and act like he's the savior and he's going to murder Maximus, show he's the real character. I mean, it was like lose situation throughout the entire film. And still, Maximus, he ended up coming out on top. I love the themes.
Sort of.
Yeah,
he won.
He
and then
died
dies at the
still,
end.
but he was supposed to die. His family was waiting for him in the afterlife.
That's true.
You know, so that's how it had to end. But I love the themes of initially betrayal, and then it turns into revenge, and then it shows the bigger picture of just freeing the people of Rome from like this tyrannical ruler. Beautiful film.
So like we said, this movie was filmed in 2000, so it's been out for almost 25 years. If you haven't seen it, definitely 100% watch that before you see the second one. But it's an unbelievable movie. You'll enjoy it. You'll be captivated the entire time you're watching it. Now, like we said, we're going to go watch the second one on Friday. I mean, I've said it before. My concern is, how do you... I don't even know. It's not necessarily you need to top what we just watched. Okay, it's not necessarily you need to top the first one. But how do you even come close to being as good as the first one? Now, it is the same director. There are some famous actors that we both appreciate that are in the new one. But, man, it's going to be tough. But I'm excited to see it, but I don't know how you live up to the first one.
I mean, definitely. So, I mean, it's Ridley Scott. The storytelling should be great, once again. It has Denzel Washington in it.
Which we both love.
It has Pedro Pascal in it.
He's fantastic.
Now, the main dude, I don't even know his name. I don't know what other movies he's been in. He has giant shoes to fill with Russell Crowe. I mean, Russell Crowe was almost born to play the character. It's probably my favorite movie he's ever been in.
So was Joaquin Phoenix. Perfect.
It's the acting in the first one all the way to the side characters. It's just beautiful. So big shoes to fill for the second movie. I'm excited to watch it though. I have high hopes for it.
Make sure you stick around and come back and watch our review on Friday.
Absolutely. So if you enjoyed this movie, please give us a like. Go ahead and comment what you thought about not only this movie reveal, not only if you've seen the first Gladiator. If you haven't, I don't know what you're doing. You need to turn this off and go watch right now. But also let us know what you might think the Gladiator 2 is going to be like.
Or if you've already seen it.
It has been out already. So if you've already seen it, let us know what you think. Go ahead and share this video with your friends. Maybe anyone who hasn't seen Gladiator or hasn't seen the second Gladiator wants to check it out on Friday. And then finally, please give us a sub. Now, Isaac, our last video, Our goal was to get to 500 subs.
Blew up.
Since the Wicked movie review, we have surpassed that goal substantially.
By a lot, yes.
Our next goal is now to 1,000 subs, and we are just over 200 subs away from that already.
It's great.
So we're getting close. Our next goal is 1,000 subs. Please give us a sub to help us reach our goals. We appreciate you, as always. Have a great day.